Ghana must go 1983. They still have it in mind. They want to pay us back. That is the story I had when I went there.
But Nigerians were not killed during.
They didn't kill them, but they are annoyed. They are still harboring that anger that they were sent home. And they want to, because, I don't know, the stories I had when I was in Ghana, they say they hated us.
Imagine a grown-up person come on TV stations and open your mouth and saying that because of this Ghana must go in 1983, it was in their head because there wasn't key then. Listen to your word. If you do not hang Ghanaians, are them going to lie, say Nigerians offend them? If you do not do anything harmful to Ghanaians, are they going to lie, say Nigerians did that to them? No! They're not going to lie. Even me, like, even I think recently, when you talk from 2000 down, I have witnessed that in Lagos. When they are banned Ghana, I have witnessed that in Lagos. Understand? They have killed them. They did that. They do that a lot to Ghanaians, to be honest and to be frank. So instead of you trying to bring unity and bring these people together, be on national TV station, say, it's in their mind. They didn't kill them. That's why they hate us. It doesn't make sense. Nigerians did that to the Ghanaians. They harmed them a lot. It's not time for us to come out and apologize to them. We did that. And these new generations, we are not even ready. You people like you are coming to national TV stations, are bringing fake story, trying to pollute the new generation, changing their mindset. Imagine you say that there wasn't kill them. See, listen to that kind of lying. Now, and the new generation will consume this kind of lie. And they will come to social media top and insulting Ghanaians. How are we going to live in peace? You will be the one to come out and acknowledging the new generation. Now, you will be the one to come out and saying a lot of rubbish that they wasn't kill them. And they just hate us. Might listen to that. What's this view?
When I left Nigeria, very few Ghanaians have been able to reach Ghana because Ghana has closed its borders. Long before we made an announcement asking aliens to go out. So when the Ghanaians wanted to go to their countries, those of them who made attempt to go, they were stopped from the border between Nigeria and Benin Republic because the Beninese government refused Ghanaians to enter into their country in transit for fear that if Ghana refuses to open our borders, then they will stay in Benin. So these Ghanaians have to camp at the border, waiting for their country to open the border to allow them to go in. There was no report of molestation of these people.
You know, African, we are full with sentimental brain. We see black, we see white, we will turn it to be black, and that is African mentality. Like that old man that he was talking. You see, they wasn't do any harm thing to Ghanaians when the Ghanaians are in Nigeria. You see that? And you are you are on national TV, which is China TV, and you are saying the same. How do you want these people to feel when you are saying that on your national TV? Is that bringing peace between Nigerians and Ghana? The answer is no. Why Ghanaians and Nigerians are fighting in Ghana? These people really think about that one. If Nigerians are doing the right thing in Ghana, I swear to God Almighty, you will not see any Ghanaians will talk about Nigeria. Why are Ghanaians talking about Nigerian day by day, every day by day? Is because of criminal activity that is going on in Ghana, and when they are arresting, they must arrest 2 to 3 Nigerians in Ghana. That is what makes Ghanaians complaining. I hope people will bring your ear now and listen to what I'm saying. Ghanaians don't have any hatred towards Nigerians, but Ghanaians hate you doing bad thing in their country, because when they are in Nigerians, they don't do any bad thing that Nigerians is doing now in their country. That is the problem. People don't want to talk about this. People don't want to comment about this. People will rather switch everything. That is what people are facing in Ghana. But you people are switching it. You people making it like you don't know what Ghanaians are complaining about. You people are making it look like you don't know what Ghanaians are complaining about in Ghana. Like, I don't really understand. You as a regular Ghanaians in Ghana, you don't know what is going on in Ghana. You don't know what Nigerians doing in Ghana that make Ghanaians complaining about Nigerians in Ghana. You don't know. Like I don't understand. Sometimes some people will come out and talk, but they don't know what average Ghanaians going through in Ghana. Especially when you are living in a resident, my fellow Nigerians are in that resident. They will terrorize him with criminal things, scamming things, and that is what makes Ghanaians coming out and talking about it. It's like people don't understand the meaning and the reason majority of us are making video. Okay, sir. You know me? I no just come here to tell you Ghana is this, Ghana is that too. What is my concerning is the Nigerian doing bad thing in Ghana. That is what I'm concerned. Because it affects me every day by day, and it continue affecting me. Although for God I don't stay in Ghana and I still have right to do some certain things, but I'm still in Nigeria. No matter how it be, I'm in Nigeria and it's still affecting me. There's some place you are going, immediately you sound like Nigerian, people start to suspect you. But by the time people closer to you, they start to find out that no, you are not what people think you are. You people bury the truth. You people don't like talk about it. Although, watch this video. Then we'll move on.
My Nigerian people, see, I'm telling you guys to do better, not because I'm trying to tell you guys I'm better than you or you're better. No, that is not the point. Numbers. Look at these numbers on my screen. Read it for yourself. How many Chinese people do we have in our Nigerian prison? How many UK citizens do we have in Nigerian prison? Think about these things. These are just top countries that they have record of Nigerians. There are many other countries that have Nigerians in their prison we don't even know about. Some are dropping left, right, center in that prison. I'm telling you to sit right, sit better. Not because look at this number. These are just few countries. Very few. Look at these numbers. Right? And then I'm saying what I'm saying. Listen, open your ear. Listen. Some of these people in this prison, they are regretting and they are wishing they never did what they did. They are wishing if somebody told them, no, don't do it. They said it's too late to cry when his head is off. This is the situation.
Do you hear that? And let me also tell you one thing you don't know. There are a lot of Nigerian prisoners in Ghana. Ghana prisons are on. A lot of number Nigerian prisoner there. How many are there Ghanaian prisoner in Nigeria in number? But there are more than you can. If you go to Ghana prison, if I can't lie to you, if you don't be careful, you will get more than 100,000 Nigerian prisoner in Ghana. Why? 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 Africa. Everyday sentiment. Everyday sentiment. Why? I know what I'm talking about. And if you think I'm lying, come and escort me, go to Sawan prison. Go and see Nigerian who is crying in Ghana prison. Why? Nigerians are terrorizing Ghana. When you are talking, this one say, oh, it's looking for you to money. Oh. This one will say, oh, he just want to become, he's using Ghana to change world room. I laugh. That is una distraction. That is a distraction, so that is what is happening in Ghana. That is what happening. Listen to audio voice.
Hello, Master Manager. Greetings, bro. And greetings to your followers, your listeners, and your viewers around the globe. Yeah, I'm back again. And today I would like to talk about the trending news that is going on. The tag news that the Nigeria have used to tag Ghana. It seems Nigerians, some of I will use some, but I will use percentage. Some of Nigerians, 90% of Nigerians are uncivilized. Yeah, they are uncivilized. And or they say they are ignorant. They don't know what they hear the story, and they will not make research, they will not do anything, they will just stood up and take camera and say nasty things and say what is in their hearts. They should learn. Nigerians, some of Nigerians should learn, because some Nigerians have learned, and they have seen that the leaders, some of Nigerians have learned, and they have seen that their leaders have lied to them about Ghana. No, look, you have a gas, I have my money. You say, okay, look, guy, I have gas, but I don't have money. If you can give me money, I will give you gas. Okay, I give you money, you give me gas. This is play man play cool. You give me gas, I give you money. Okay, because you don't know how to use gas, that's why you are in darkness. You don't know how to use gas. You don't know how to use gas to help your people. But we Ghanaians, we know how to use gas to help our people. So once you don't know how to use gas, we came to you, we say, man, guy, I want your gas, I have money. You say, okay, I need money, so take gas. And Ghanaians use your gas to power our light. Even the light is more and more that we have give a lot of countries light. Togo, Benin, Ghana supplied them light, but the gas is coming from Nigeria. We buy from Nigerians. And now you come back and say, I give you gas. You give me gas for what? I give you money. Where's my money? You sell your gas to me, and now you still somewhere say, you take my gas, I give you gas. Uncivilized talk. Uncivilized talk. I pity for some Nigerians. I'm telling you, bro. I pity for them, because they don't know anything. If they heard the matter, they will just take their phone, make video, say nasty things on social media without doing a research, without verifying it. uncivilized. You know, now look here. I love what the government is doing. This shows that the Ghanaian government think about his people more than Nigerian they do. The Ghanaian government think about his people. Now look, this is sense. I'm putting sense to your memory. Okay? He said, okay, now my people, I have a problem right now. What's the problem? Okay, the West African gas pipeline has a problem. So now I apologize to you that from now to 3 weeks' time, we will have challenges. So please forgive us, but we will restore it again. Okay? We will restore it again. So please forgive us. The government has apologized to his people. What about Nigeria? Be in darkness since memorial, not now. Be in darkness. Has your government apologized to you before? Our government respects us so much. We appreciate it. And soon, if the West African gas pipeline is over, everything will be over. We have been in darkness before 2012. Since 2012, we've been in darkness for 3 years, but we fix it. How long have you been in darkness? Tell us. And still yet you are in darkness. And now some people have come to social media and they are showing us how to use generator. Generator Republic. Take your generator. We don't need it. We have sense to fix our problem. We have sense to fix our problem. We don't need any generator. 3 weeks is enough. And as I'm speaking right now, we have light. It's low shedding. Here will go off. Another day, they will give them light. Here will go off for just 3 weeks. You have been in darkness since memorial, and you are happy. You are ranting. Hey, you are happy, Ghana. It doesn't have light right now for 3 weeks. Are you not ashamed? You are saying just 3 weeks. Yeah, 3 weeks. 3 weeks. Are you not ashamed? Count from now up to that 3 weeks and see. Everything gonna be all right. And some of the Nigerians living in Ghana right now will verify to you that Ghana has a light. We cannot join your trend. We cannot join your generator trend. So take your generator and we have sense to fix our problem. Learn. Do research. You are uncivilized. Learn. Ghanaians, we learn. We don't just come to social media and say, we Ghanaians don't come to social media and say what we don't know. We do research, we verify it before we say. That's why we are calm people. That's why we are calm. We don't just take action. We relax and search where the problem is coming from and fix the problem before we act. I've sat down and realized that some of Nigerians who are insulting Ghana in their own country, in their Ghanaian country, and Ghanaians are not doing them anything. You think you are free? You are not free. We are parting it, we are putting all together, and one day we show you pepper. We are piling everything. You go on social media, say what you like to say, you do what you want to do. We are piling all together, and one day we will show you pepper. Because you cannot run from your country and come to our country and say nasty things about our country. No, we are just looking at you. One day you clap for us. I've come and across and realized that these people want to, do something so that Ghanaians will stood up and, one day will do something against Nigerians and they will say, oh, Ghanaians are no good, like the way they do. You know, like the way they go to any country, they will behave. No, 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 Ghanaians, we are not like that. We are sensible people. We are civilized people. We think before we do. We don't do before we think. Nigerians, they do before, some Nigerians, they do before they think. Ghanaians, we think before we do. We don't do before we think. Nigerians are do before think. Ghanaians are think before do. Come to Ghana and learn. If someone says that this and that, go and learn. You don't know how to learn. So Nigerians are do before think. They do before they think. That's why if any matter and if anything comes, they will just make back. No, no, no. Ghanaians are not like that. We think before we do. That's why we are calm. We sit down and think about the problem before we do it. Okay? Now, let me say this to Ghanaians all over the globe. I said, meeting is still ongoing. Meeting is still ongoing. We are planning to make a demonstration against Ghana Immigration Service. And this will be the first time Ghanaians are demonstrating against Immigration Service. So the meeting is still ongoing. And from now up to December, we will know when and time we will do the demonstration. And everything will be published. Everything will be published against Ghana Immigration Service to allow foreigners to enter the country whilst they don't have any valid documents, and some of them are killing our women, some of them are killing our children for rituals, bad attitudes going on, armed robbing, kidnapping, all kind of stuff is going on, and we Ghanaians, we are not happy about it. So we have to stood up. Someone is somewhere taking bribe to let a lot of foreigners to enter, but we Ghanaians, we will stood up. Thank you, Master Manager.
Mr. Manager, this is the first time I'm commenting on your show. Usually I don't comment, but I think it's about time that I have to, comment on some of this, on some of these issues. I've been watching your show for quite some time now. I must say that you are doing a very, very good job for Ghana, for Nigerians, and also Africa at large. You are doing a very good job. And one thing I like about you is you have unveiled your face. You are not wearing masks or anything. So that is to prove that you are passionate about what you are doing, and that we must, applaud you for what you are doing. I just have a few things to say to my Ghanaian, men, and also to Nigerian people. Ghana, Nigeria, we are all the same people. And I will say this, I hear some Ghanaians saying Nigerians cannot come to Ghana. They should, get rid of them. They should make sure they don't come to Ghana. What are you talking about? Nigerians are, they have always been in Ghana. Ghanaians have always been in Nigeria. This mingling, has been there since beginning of creation. Nigerians, when they come to Ghana, they are not going to Europe or America or Asia or anything. When they come to Ghana, they are still in Africa. We are all Africans. So for me, I believe Nigerians can go to Ghana, can come to Ghana. They can go to South Africa. They can go to Zimbabwe, Namibia, anywhere that they choose to go. They can go over there. The problem is, one thing that I've noticed is that, in Nigeria, law doesn't work. because the Nigerian, lawmakers, they don't implement law and also enforce the law. So the Nigerians growing up over there, they've lost their culture, and all that they do is to do bad stuff because they are, lawmakers. Yeah, I don't know even if there's a law over there in Nigeria, but if there's a law over there in Nigeria, one thing that I can say is that the law, they don't enforce the law. So Nigerians behave anyhow in Nigeria. So that has become like their DNA. They are not disciplined people. So when they travel to any country, whatever country, that is what they do. That is what they do. But that does not mean it is all Nigerians that are like that. I know a lot of Nigerians, a lot of good lawyers, a lot of good, doctors and nurses and all this. Very good law-abiding Nigerians. I've seen them. I know them. When they come to your country, they are not the one implementing laws in your country. So if they come to your country and they realize, the countrymen are weak, the law is weak, then quickly, they go about their business. They go about who they are in your country. They don't care whether they are in heaven or whatever. If you are not ready to control you are not ready to enforce your law, they will come over there and do what they know how best. We know they are Yahoo boys. So there should be a law over there in Ghana whereby Ghanaians will implement law. You see, Nigerians are bringing the best out of Ghana, the hypocrisy of Ghanaians. Nigerians are bringing, some of this thing out. We are equally bad as Nigerians, except that our manners, we've been raised in a certain way, but behind whatever we do, we are still. Ghanaians also kill. We kill people all the time. We do rituals just like Nigerians do rituals. Ghanaians know how to go about it. Ghanaians do it slowly. But Nigerians don't do it slowly. And as a matter of fact, they do it all over the place. Ghanaians will hide and do it. But Nigerians will do it in a plain sight. Yeah. This is why we are not enforcing our laws. This is who we are. This is why we don't know how to manage Nigerians who come to Nigeria. If we think Nigerians are bad, we are also equally bad as Nigerians. There's no any good, no, we are the same. The only thing Ghanaians can do is to do what? Is to enforce their laws so that when I will not call Nigeria, I feel some type of way when I hear Ghanaians calling Nigerians foreigners. They are not foreigners. What makes them foreigners? They are not foreigners. They are Africans, just like us. We are all Africans. So nobody is foreigner in Africa. But the whole thing is, we need to, enforce our laws. We need to talk to the lawmakers to enforce our laws. When we enforce our laws, Nigerians will come to Ghana and abide by what we Ghanaians do. But when they come to Ghana and they realize, no, the laws in Nigeria are the same as Ghana, they will continue to do whatever they do. Because the laws in Nigeria, they don't enforce it. So, which is why they do whatever they do over there. So when they come to Ghana and they realize the laws in Ghana, they don't enforce it, they will continue doing what they do. All right? So if Ghanaians want to, it's not about insulting Nigerians or no. They are extremely good people who are from Nigeria. The same way extremely good people who are from Ghana too. Evil people in Ghana, evil people in Nigeria. All right? So we should just enforce our laws. We should enforce our laws because what we, the youth of Africa, what we are looking for is one Africa, of which I believe it might not happen in our time, but it will eventually happen. Africa will one day become United States of Africa. All right. So we should enforce our laws and prove to Nigerians that they should be a law-abiding citizens. And when we continue to do that, they will one day learn. If a Nigerian comes to your country and the person is misbehaving anyhow, let the law arrest this person and let the Lord deal with this person. You can't say all Nigerians are bad. No. For me, Nigerians coming to Ghana, I know the Nigerians who come to Ghana, there's a lot of good.
Yes, Mr. Manager. I've been listening to people that they're complaining about insult. Master Manager, everybody who I hear that they complain about the insult, none of them that I hear they saying we don't have to respond to anybody, specifically Nigerians. Nobody that I hear that from. Nobody say we don't need to respond to Nigerians. I never hear that. But what they're saying is that bring the insult down a little bit. The insult is not important. See, we all know, or Ghanaians, we believe that Nigerians miseducated from their own people. Okay? And they prefer that to lie, to hide in things when it comes to argument like this. They don't care to lie to anybody and say, oh, I have this, even though they don't have. Their people, their politicians lie to them so long to make them believe that they supply Ghana electricity. So as a Ghanaian, when you come to a social media, when you come to a platform and you try to educate us, if Nigerians so naive or so he don't know nothing, I don't want to use a bad word, okay? If they don't know, and we all know that they don't know, some of them pretend, some of them don't want to learn, okay? So if you come here, or if you wanted to educate us, let it be, okay? Give them information. That's what some of us we need. That's what some of us we think is important, because they miseducate for so long. How can a person that you and Google time, cell phone everywhere, you can't find out that your country supply electricity direct from your country to somebody's country? Even up to date, they still don't know. They're still arguing about that. See, when a country buy a gas from your country, they don't think it is as a business, just like anybody do. Okay? Any country buy what you produce from any country. But in Nigeria, they want to turn it into, seems like when we say you supply, means that, oh, you are poor so much, you can't afford things like this, so we supply you for free. Just like a refugee, something happened into some country and UN supply them food. That's why they think, they make it seems like. That's the difference. That's what you have to educate in that. So, we can buy whatever we need from any other country. So for me to think that we Africans, people complain, they say, oh, we don't trade with each other, that's why we are poor. Now, when we try to trade from each other, another African, specifically Nigerian person will say, oh, we supply you a gas. A what? I'm buying gas from you. How can you come and try to make me feel like you supply me gas for free? Just like I'm so poor, you the one, you take care of me, you supply me a food. Like the way the UN doing when a war or something, a tragedy happened to somewhere, the way the UN supply them food. Is that the way, is that exactly what they mean by supply you gas? No. That's what we have to educate them. Because most of them, Ghanaians have their problem, but they have a big problem. So my sister in the US, I think I don't hear that sister anymore. Just like I was almost stopping talking here. Nigerians are so miseducated that they need more educate. So if they are so lucky, or Ghanaians, even it happened as Ghanaian itself, for somebody to come out and educating not only Ghanaians, mostly for Nigerians. It don't have to be insult. And then again, it's not about who started it first. If you believe you are in Ghanaian, 1 thing, Master Manager will be witness about this. One thing about Master Manager will proud about Ghanaians is when the issue coming between tribal or church to a church, most religious thing, Ghanaians, they already go to their own people and condemn their own people first. They don't go and attack the other church or the Muslim or the tribe. In Ghanaians, we pass all those things. That's why make Ghanaians unique. When your brother doing something, you talk to your brother first. You don't go and say, oh, you are my brother, so I go and attack the other person. You know Ghanaians don't do that. That's why we don't have a tribal war in Ghana. That's why religious people don't fight. Muslim and Christians don't fight. Because any time a Christian do something wrong to a Muslim, a Christian don't go and condemn the Muslim right away. They rather talk to their own Christian to make them calm down before they go to the other person. So that's why this sister in US, that she don't talk here anymore, try to, or me myself try to say, no, calm down. We have to talk to our own first. Once they see you don't insult to the other person, then we are going for our brother Nigerians. That's how Ghanaians solve problem. So it's not about who insulting who first, or who's insulting who more. It's not about that. So no, who counting? I don't have time to count how many times insulting. No. So even though it's your nature to respond with exactly what the person do, some of us, our message is, don't make it too much. Don't go overboard, because there is a certain words you don't have to say. You don't have to say. Because of you are so, if you are so angry, if you don't cool yourself down, you will say something that it will be even cursed. So that's why we are saying that, I mean, please, if your nature to be insult back while somebody insults you, make it some limit. Put there some limit into it. If you can't stop at all, or respond to the way that is supposed to be, because there is a certain word you can say. Okay, and another thing, YouTube or social media rules. If you be in social media, my channel have been cancelled, or they'll be cancel my channel, close my channel down before, not even one time, about 3 or 4 times. So I kind of know the social media rules. We being online a little bit long. Even I can say one time. So not only typing that it can be delete your channel. Not only typing, a words. Okay? Video, words, audio. But the typing or the live video, most of the time, it goes through passing the people that they determine the rules. It depends how quickly they will get it, the information. So you can be saying something and it's not allowed to be saying that, but nobody reports you. So once nobody reports you, you may think that it's okay to say it. Okay? Even though there is some video, even the nudity video.
Good evening, Mr. Manager. Yeah, again, thank you. God bless you. And so, it's a friendly audio also. You know, everybody speaks differently. Everybody speaks in his or her own style. But there are some things I won't come and say it. There's something called, what is it? Bullet points. You cut it short. You say the important things, and then you leave the trivial conversations that maybe if somebody meets you face to face, there's different way to converse with that person than social media conversation, as if you are sitting with somebody conversing with them. Some of them saying are not important. For example, if women say Nigerians are romantic than Ghanaians, this I won't come and say it on social media, honestly. I'm known for my honesty. I will speak the truth. There are some conversations that are not important. We have to go straight to the vital point, the important points. There are some conversations that are just idle conversations. If Nigerian women say Ghanaians are not romantic as Nigerians, if you come and say it on social media, somebody will think that you are jealous of the Nigerians because of what the women are saying. So this kind of conversations and other things, we should be able to know the difference between conversing with somebody privately or in your own house, face to face, than social media. So if the women say Nigerians are romantic than Ghanaians, already you oppose to Ghanaians getting married or maybe dating Ghanaian women dating Nigerian women. You've said that Probably people thought you were saying it for good reasons or so, because of the way Nigerians are treating them. But if you come back and say that Nigerians are saying, Ghanaian women are saying Nigerians are romantic, this is a private conversation. You don't have to say it on social media. Anyway, everybody is different. You see what I mean? Everybody is different. That's why we are not all the same. Even when you are in school, some people go up, others come down, others even leave the school because everybody has the same way, different way of doing his things. You see, but there are some things that are important that are not important. If women, Nigerian women say that Ghanaian women say that Nigerians are romantic, you don't come and say it in social media, because if you come and say it on social media, somebody will think that you are jealous of, because of that you are jealous of the Nigerians. And we don't want to see this. This is not the topic. This is not the reason why Ghanaians don't want Nigerians, many Nigerians in Ghana. You see, this is not a topic. It's not an issue that has to come to social media, because the women are saying Nigerians are romantic. Why should this come to social media? Okay, put that aside. I'm speaking the truth. I know somebody may not understand me, but clearly, I also know that some people will also get my point that if Ghanaian women are, idle conversations, there are some conversations that shouldn't come to social media. Say the important things, cut them short, and that is it. Because if you stay on social media and say so many things that doesn't, that are not important, people will just see like, what kind of person is this? And they will think of so many things. First of all, let me say, my sister, thank you for what you said. I have to point out again that first of all, another point you have to understand is that if we say we have to get our lawmakers, you should know that Africa is not Europe. It's not Europe, UK here, America or Europe, anywhere in Europe where our lawmakers, those people are lawmakers in those areas. When you tell them what is going on, they take action. You know that Africa, they don't take action. They are mostly corrupt. So if you say we should, maybe when they insult us, we should not, we should be strategic and all this, we know all that. But how do we ease our pain? How do we ease our pain? How do we feel? Okay, because they are saying nonsense things. They are exaggerating stories. They are bullying us. Which shouldn't be the case. So why should we keep quiet? So I think the best thing you can do is that, I don't know why even you should have to concern yourself insult or between Ghana and Nigeria. I don't know why you should have to. Look, even if it's your own child, my own child, if he does something wrong and people insult him or beat him, I'll feel the pain, but I won't talk about it. My own child from our blood. So I don't see why when Nigerians insult Ghanaians and Ghanaians reiterate or reciprocate, you have to worry yourself. For that one, I don't understand. Besides that, you are welcome in the future, because there's something that you should also understand, that in Africa, including Ghana, the people there don't have the motivation or the strength or the vigor, even the knowledge that they have to do something about what is going on. It is we, some of us in Europe, and have maybe that kind of background in Ghana, the kind of background that's, organized background, somewhat educated, and concern ourselves, and, we have the courage to lead. It's not Africa. Africa is politics. They are thinking of what they will eat, because currently the economic situation is worse, as you know it. You see what I mean? So if you say we have to go to our lawmakers, of course, that is what we have to do. But how many of them even are open-minded? How many of them know the rights politically to think that they have to go to their lawmakers? They are always thinking about their economic hardships. And the lawmakers are not ready to listen to that. The lawmakers themselves are corrupt. But in the meantime, the insults in the Facebook is a different subject. We have to respond to them, to educate them, to ease our pain. We can't sit down because we have to be strategic, and then we have to go to our lawmakers. So when they are insulting us, we have to keep it. That's not going to happen. Again, I have to repeat. Again, that is it. Besides that, you are welcome in the future, because some of us here, like myself, it hasn't reached the time. I haven't prepared myself yet to go to Ghana. A person like me, if I go to Ghana, I'm going to set up something, to organize something, a pressure group, whatever the name will be, that could, mobilizing the people to present our grievances to whichever other parliament or whatever it will be. But we are here. You see, a person like me, I'm here. So you should know the problems of Africans. And you don't compare it to what Europeans, because of the law and because of their nature, or because of their culture and because of their democracy, their system of governance is. It's not the same as Africa. And so when they bring us the pain, when they bring us the pain unjustifiably, insult Ghanaians, what should we do? before even we go to Ghana. We have to let them know that it's wrong. They are exaggerating stories. They are fabricating stories. They are making mess of themselves. They are being nuisance to us. We have to do something about it to ease our pain. We can't sit down because we have to report to our lawmakers, and then because I'm here, our lawmakers in Ghana, apart from the fact that most of them are corrupt, it's not easy for them to, who is going to do that? And so what don't come to social media, it's what they are doing in social media that we are responding. Is it not the case? We are responding to their own activities in social media. So what can we do again? We should keep quiet? No. So sister, when in future there's something that is when we do mobilization in Ghana, when we organize ourselves in Ghana and we need people to join us in Ghana, if you're somebody who is interested, we shall let you know. But in the meantime, we can't keep quiet till we go to Ghana. We don't know when we are going to Ghana, though we are doing our utmost best. But they are doing they are throwing the insults. So why do we keep quiet like that? And they are saying forceful things that are not necessary. Why do we keep quiet because of that? Because we have to organize our lawmakers. And who are those to organize the lawmakers? We, those who are concerned about this, we are in Europe. Those who are in Ghana, they don't even hear it because they don't even have the data and they don't care about it. They don't think about it. You see what I mean? So Nigerians are doing their insults on social media. So what should we, where should we reply them? What should we do about it? Should we keep quiet till we go home? No. I said it already that if we keep quiet, silence means consent. The more we keep quiet, the more they think that yes, what they are saying are true. And they are not. So we are responding to their activities on social media, going to lawmakers and all those kinds of things, unless we are on the ground. That is all. Don't bring the two together. Don't conflate the two issues together. The social media side of insults, okay, the social media insults is what we are responding. If we are on the ground and there's organization that we have to put together or come together and do, that is when the time comes. In the meantime, we can't say we are going to keep quiet and get strategic and then go to our lawmakers. You are saying as if you are talking as if Africa is like Europe. It's not that. Even those on the ground, they even go and tell something. They say something to the lawmakers. What are they going to do? They are all corrupt. They are all taking money. Judges, don't you know that? But essentially, we people who are seriously engaged on these conversations, we are in Europe. Like myself, and I'm UK. I'm not in Ghana, so what do you have to go? I've sent a petition to the parliament through Facebook. Who is going to answer you? You are in Europe. Who is going to answer you for that? And how can only me? How can I do that? How can I be successful? And I'm not on the ground. So how can I be here for the next 3 years since I came back from Ghana in 2018? And if Nigerians are insulting me because I have to be strategic, I don't have to respond, and they continue fabricating stories, insulting Ghanaians, and I have to keep quiet because I have to be strategic and go to my lawmakers. It doesn't work like that, my sister. So I think you have to separate yourself from the social media issues. If you go, I think that's the only thing, because that's the only thing that could help. You see that? Because emotionally, psychologically, spiritually, there's no way that insults can come by or come across us without answering them. It doesn't work like that. It's the same thing I said yesterday. It's the same. When they insult us, we have to respond and prove them wrong. And so again, the lawmakers to do something, they are corrupt. And the people who are supposed to do that are not on the ground. So how is that going to be achieved? It means that what you're saying is that we have to sit down and explode and maybe even commit suicide. And that's not going to happen, my sister. Thank you for your contribution. So I think you have to separate yourself from the Nigerian what they are doing. Again, if you can advise them to stop, because the Nigerians they stop insulting Ghanaians. Who insult them? For what? I think you might have heard this message today also. No Ghanaian is interested or even willing or Nigerian go and insult Nigerians for what? So that is it. Besides that, I will say again that there are some conversations that are not idle. We call it idle conversations. They are not important to come on the voice. Like they say, there are some things that are personal conversations between you and somebody, not on social media. It only wastes time, and sometimes it makes people look at you differently. If you say Nigerian women are saying that Ghanaian women are saying that Nigerians are diplomatic. Why do you have to come and say this in social media? Because if you say that, people will say because you jealous Nigerians. That's what they are going to say. I know maybe you're not going to be happy to hear me saying this, but that is it. This is not something you have to go and say. Why do you have to come and for what? Because the Ghanaian women are saying this. There are many things. Maybe sometimes we talk on social media, some of us, and the 70% of what we said shouldn't have been important or should have not been necessary. If you say something 100 times, 100%, maybe 70% of them is personal. They are other conversations. They don't have to come to social media. They are not important. Because people will look at it and say, what kind of this is he saying? Is he a kid? What kind of things are he saying? They are not important. They don't have to come to social media, the whole world to hear. No. If Ghanaian women say Nigerians are romantic, it's not something that a Ghanaian have to come. If you're a Ghanaian man, you come and say it on social media, they will look at you differently. Not only that, there are other conversations. There are other conversations. Other conversations. They are not necessary to come to social media because they are personal conversations. But I think maybe some people don't know the difference between all that and all that. I don't know. You see what I mean? But what I heard is what I'm saying. Maybe some people will take advice from it, others won't take. But the truth is what I stand for. I've said it. That's all. Thank you, Mr. Manager. Good evening. See, I know that, Mr. Manager, again, I'm here. I know that somebody might also say that I also repeat this, but it's a bullet point, not trivia or private conversations. You see what I mean? Because what I heard today on the video is that, okay, we know it, okay? So it's perfectly right to have said because of the pain they are causing to us, and you see what I mean? So probably the person didn't mean to say that they are all cheap, but he said it out of anger and pain. We know that. We understand that. I actually wanted to say this some time ago, a couple of days ago, but I know the pain, you see, and that is it. And then at least you have taken, I mean, the whole conversation, about 30% could have stopped the whole thing, could have concluded the whole thing. But the rest of the graphic details is not something that is done on social media. If people say, I also repeat the same, it's the same message, the bullet points, the same thing I say it again. But there are killings, their general conduct on the ground is not acceptable. Look, but coming to tell the way the women think and then they repeating the same thing, especially the women think the women. What should you need? Why should you say that? Why should we come and say on social media the way Ghanaian women talk about Nigerian women, Ghanaian men? Ghanaian women, you say, oh, the Nigerians are romantic, Ghanaians are. Why should we come to social media and say it? If somebody hears this message, what is that person going to think, especially Nigerians? They'll say jealous. Everything they say jealous. Already, even without the woman aspect, Nigerians always use the mantra of jealous. Jealous for what? Jealous for criminality, jealous for killing. What? Nigeria for what? Jealous for what? There's nothing like that. But so they will always have that kind of mentality that Ghanaians, not only Ghanaians jealous of South African, any country, any other people that stand against Nigerian misconduct, Nigerian nuisance, criminality, they portray you as being jealous on them, against them. And so, if you come to social media and say, talk about women, especially what the women say, and look, and then you are giving them the ammunition to say, yes, didn't we say it? They are going to say it. If they hear it, this particular audio, this is what they are going to say. People who have time to watch what goes on social media, probably somebody, they might even reply on Mr. Manager's channel if they are not actually pissed off because of the way we are resisting against them in nowadays. So I think we always need to tell the important things on our videos. As I've said already, I also repeat the same message, but I don't go into things that are not necessary. I repeat the same message I'm saying, like, what I've said about our sister, that we should, you should just exclude herself from this Nigerian insulting, because that's not her business. If Nigerians are insulting Ghanaians, so we have to be, so we should keep quiet. No, I say she should exclude herself. So, I could repeat the same thing over and over, but I won't go too much details. It's private matters that maybe if I meet somebody personally or face to face talking about it, because those things are not necessary on social media. The more you say, the more you reveal your own character or the personality of yours, and it doesn't help. People will see you differently. That is the truth. Again, I repeat the same message over and over again, but not going into details of something that are personal. You see what I mean? Because I know that if Ghanaian women describe Nigerians as romantic and Ghanaians not romantic, some Ghanaians are not going to be happy. But it's not something that I have to come to social media and talk it. Not only that, there are other things, so many things. I'm saying 70% of some people, 70% of audios are not necessary. The whole, just let's say 100%, 70% of some of the things that comes out of some of our mouths expose us to, for people to talk nonsense about us, because they are not necessary conversations. They are not necessary. Now, somebody maybe sometimes someone had this person drug. Has he taken some substance? Maybe he doesn't know what he's saying. Yeah, because what you are saying is true to you, but it's not something that has to come out on social media. It's not important. The bullet point is what you have to say. So it didn't mean that all Ghanaian girls are cheap. That is it. We know the pain. I have to say it again. But you say generally, so excuse me. And then you thank our brother who said he didn't. For him, I also don't understand him taking upon himself that Ghanaians are insulting Nigerians. No, he should exclude himself from that, because Nigerians are the people who are insulting Ghanaians. But going to too much talking, all the talking too much, 70% of them were not necessary. And how our brother will know that, the bullet points, what I'm saying, it's up to him. I wish him all the best. We are all fighting for the whole, for the same goal. I mean, redeeming our country from Nigerians. That is it. That's what I'm talking about. That is it. Thank you.
I want to appreciate everybody. My name is Master Manager Nigerian, and I just want to please, people should take it easy. Control your anger. Just take it easy, I beg. Just take it easy, because the thing people are dragging almost everywhere. The social media, TikTok. Go to TikTok, go see the way people are fighting over audios. Please, people should take it easy. Nigerians and Ghanaians are fighting over audios on TikTok. Just go there and visit. You understand what I mean? So it's not just easy. They're just fighting now. The thing turned to fighting. People should just bring it down a little bit. God bless everybody. I appreciate you. Please, when you are sending audio, make it short so that other people can also have the opportunity to speak. But if the audio too long, people cannot speak. Especially when the audio reach like 20 minutes, 30 minutes to 40 minutes, 60 minutes, one audio. That means no one gives chance for other person to talk. Now it's not left for you now. You can send your message like 2 times. Maybe you talk today, then another day you talk. I think other people will also get chance to speak, because a lot of audio are coming to me, but I can't be able to play all the audio because of some people audio is too long. Now it's you now to concentrate for it. Sure. Thank you. God bless you. I just want to say bye-bye for now.